Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Boise State Broncos offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
That completion makes it second down. To throw, it's Nelson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Running out of time in the pocket. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. The Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. On the run here, lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The pocket breaking down. Down he goes, a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And it's good right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's caught. It's ETN.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Running back has it on a screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. So, Kirk, Boise State is in front, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. It's a shotgun run call. And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's DeJounte. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the...
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, BSU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. 1st down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37. And the running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The secondary backed up off the ball now. A quick throw out left, complete. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Jukes to get free.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Watch the spin move. The ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nelson. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught. Completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And the Broncos have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Nelson. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept. Of course. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Looking to pass. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Dogs will line up to kick it away.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
The Broncos will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Urasek. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. After a first down loss, and second and long from the 23. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. And they get him down after the completion. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. With sure hands, it's Humphreys. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The Broncos will send their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. They'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. To the air. It's Beck. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Makes the grab. It's Lovett. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. This offense has been struggling. Still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had his...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Janti. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. As we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Pass caught. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action here on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it at the 15. And he'll finally go down after a huge gain and a big momentum boost for this offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive, not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And they tried the middle, but stopped for no gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Back to pass. It's Nelson. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab made by the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. Defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And they'll kick it away here. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Tackle made after the completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Bulldogs will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. The
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on fourth. Back to pass. It's Beck. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. So now we'll have a field goal. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.